All right, welcome back, Truth Seeker. We got Monday Night Football on in the background and want to tell you a little story. Has a lot to do with that guy right there, Tom Brady. If you go to my old blog, I have a post archive from December 6th, 2016, and it's a screenshot of ESPN's website. And it says, "The Road to 200" with Tom Brady's face on it. And on December 6, 2016, Tom Brady got his 201st career win over the St. Louis Rams, the same team he beat in Super Bowl 36. And the score of that game was 26-10, 36 points. And back then, what I documented was that Rams in Jewish Gematria equals 201. And I thought it was interesting that ESPN made a big deal about him getting his 201st career win, whereas they didn't really do anything for his 200th win. You think that would be more the milestone than 201. Well, yesterday there was this tragedy in Waukesha, and I noticed that all the news was coming from the mayor's office. And if you look it up, the mayor's office is at address 201. So I started reading about the town of Waukesha, and I noticed there was major football history in Waukesha history. If you look it up, the first ever forward pass in football history was thrown in Waukesha. The date was September 5th, 1906. And the first ever team to throw a forward pass was St. Louis University, the Jesuit school in St. Louis. They were playing Carroll College, and the Jesuit school won 22-0 that day. But think about it. The first ever forward pass was by the Jesuit school, St. Louis University in football history. That's because in the early days of football, before they made the rule change, you could only run. The pass was a new invention at one point in football history. There were none of that. It was handed off, who had the most clever runs, who could block the best. But then they brought this new rule. You could throw the ball forwards. Before, you could only lateral backwards. So anyhow, as we know, 201 is the number of the Jesuit order. In Gematria, the Jesuit order equals 201. Right now we're living in the time of the first Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis. He's the first ever Pope to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican. His birth name, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, equals 201 in Gematria, as does Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits. By the way, the name of the guy who supposedly drove through the crowd in Waukesha, Darrell Brooks, his name equals 201. And let's not forget, beyond just the Gematria, if you look in the history of the Jesuits, supposedly they were saved by Catherine the Great, who preserved the order with 201 Jesuits. But now here's the kicker. This happened in Wisconsin. Somebody out there is like, it's pronounced Waukesha. Okay, Waukesha, however you want to call it. I don't care. Waukesha. Doesn't mean anything to me. But this is the thing. Aaron Rodgers, remember Aaron Charles Rodgers equals 201. He just had the big ritual with Chicago a few weeks back where he said, "I fucking own you." That was the 201st game between the Packers and the Bears in the regular season where he did that. Aaron Charles Rodgers, 201. He's from the very Jesuit Bay Area. But this week, his upcoming game will be against the Rams, and it will be his 201st regular season game. Just like how once upon a time, Brady got his 201st win versus the Rams. Isn't it funny? What are the odds? What are the odds? If you guys go to my Twitter, last night I tweeted about, before any of the details really came out, I just said, it's interesting how the mayor is making this story, and he's tweeting there from building number 201. Some trolls got on there and they said, "Oh man, you're really stretching things. That's our big stretch." And then next thing you know, the name Darrell Brooks is out, 201. Next thing you know, you're noticing that Waukesha is the home of the forward pass of St. Louis University. And again, I mean, quarterbacks, forward passes, ESPN, the Jesuit network, celebrating Tom Brady's 201st career win. You know what's funny about it? Tom Brady got his 201st win on December 6th, 126. John Carroll equals 126. His relative is who Carroll College is named after. So it was Jesuit school versus his relative's school. Again, it's all a family affair. But just think about it. Wisconsin, and now right before Rodgers' upcoming game against the Rams. Can you guys, for all the people who watch these videos and leave comments like, are you serious? Do you really believe what you're saying? It's like, no, I don't believe what I'm saying. I don't believe in anything. I know what I'm saying is true. It's called research. It's called facts. It's called 8 years of evidence. It's called calling things before they happen. You know what I mean? How many times have I taught you guys about 25? How many 25s you seen on the board tonight already in this game? Remember, this NFL week began with Thursday night football. 25-0, Patriots over Falcons in a game where they talked about the 25-point comeback all night that happened in history on February 5th, 2-5, and Gematria Falcons is 25. There's only 3 teams in the NFL that equal 25. Falcons, Giants, and Tampa Bay. Those are the 3 names in the NFL out of the 32 teams that equal 25. And tonight, they just showed you the last game. In the first quarter, they showed you the last time these teams meet, how the Bucs won 25-23. Then right after that highlight, they kicked a 25-yard field goal to go up, I believe it was 10-7. Or no, they went up 10-3. That's what they went up, 10-3. Then they just had that interception, 10-10. Now they scored up 17-10. But yeah, you guys, it's all ritual. I mean, the week began with Patriots, Falcons. Now it ends with Brady versus the Giants, his kryptonite team in the Super Bowls. But it's all a script, you guys. It's all a big, fat Jesuit script. And here's one more kicker. It was a Christmas parade, right? Jesus, the Society of Jesus, the Jesuit order. It was a Christmas parade that got trampled by the Ford Escape after the Travis Scott escape plan coincidence. By the way, RIP to the Astros pitcher who died today. Again, anytime these championships roll around, there's always so many deaths connected to them. And that's the thing, too. I mean, the same people that come here are like, you believe what you're saying? These are the same morons that think it's a coincidence that Astro from UB40 died the day after the Astro World tragedy, which came a few days after the Astros lost. And by the way, we had it all day. Braves over Astros is the underdog. Easy call. But yeah, I just wanted to share that long list of 201s, and isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing what happens when you research? You just connect more and more dots. So we'll keep it short and sweet, you guys. We'll leave it there. If you got here late, just rewind it. Watch from the beginning. This is a video to know. This is knowledge to know. See if you can wake your friends and family up or find out if they're, part of the brain-dead zombie cult. By my estimates, that's about 90% of humanity. You really believe what you're saying? It's like, God, have you ever seen a more convincing presentation on your life in anything than when you check into one of my videos? There's nothing to believe in. It's all facts. It's all knowledge. Anyway, until next time, you guys.